for 3 minutes, and another 2 to 3 minutes for feedback from the attendees. So you guys can go first, and then we'll see who wants to go next. So I won't disturb you, but I'll just kind of like wave, so you can see how it's. And again, this is just to be respectful of time for everyone. And then if you're going to be at a formal pitch, then you're going to be timed. So it's problem.
Yeah. So start.
Yep.
All right. So really quickly, we're Testin. We are a third-party testing platform for mobile apps on Android and iOS. There are about 3 million apps right now between Google Play and the App Store, and then between Amazon, BlackBerry, and Windows, roughly 700,000. So significant smaller portion. Pretty much this picture explains, if there's no app for it now, it's being developed or will be soon released. Apps have become an integral part of our lives, right? Mobile is like our lives. Everything is in our phones, our banks, the call writing service, Ubers, you book a flight, anything, it'll be on there. So one big issue that we've seen is crashes and the debugging process for QA. If there are any developers in here, it's a pain in the butt to try to figure out these things. And what we've seen on the startup end of things, it's put on the back burner because you have to spend so much time to make the app and get it out. Right now it's a saturated market. You want to be the first in it, as well as but now you have to guarantee the quality. And so with these issues, what we've seen is this need and demand for testing platform, testing tools. So what Testin is, we have products for both before and after release. Something that we do for the fragmented market. So iOS is pretty powerful in the US. It has more people purchasing on the iOS as well, but outside of the US, Android with all the devices and operating systems pretty much handle that market. China itself, there's probably over 500, 600 different Android devices, and if you think of the operating system out there, it's way different. So to get your app to run on every single one of these things is huge. Startups or companies even have to buy these devices, then run them, and then it just not waste time, it just takes time away from developing and adding functionality to it. So what we have here for our after release is crash analytics. There's a few different tools on the market for it, but essentially crash analytics is what it sounds like, right? You have real-time crash reports. Well, I'm using an app and it flickers back to the home screen or causes an error, it shows that message. You would go on to here, log on, it's a web-based platform, look at it, and you see how many crashes are happening, where it happened, what operating system it's running on, what phone it's running on, things like that. Information to help solve it quickly and efficiently. What we do is, so if you have ticket numbers, things like that, we have customized searches, help get developers to the point of the problem quickly. We are integrated with numerous platforms, so Java is the basic language for Android, but there are more and more apps using C#, C++. This native level, we can fully capture these native level errors, and then on the mobile gaming side, which is kind of our differentiating factor, we do game engine errors like Cocos 2EX, Unity 3D. A lot of the games made now in the US are based on the Unity engine. In China, it's really big on the Cocos engine. So we're the only ones so far that we know of that are fully compatible with Cocos and Unity. There are only a few others. So our global vision is to become a one-stop shop. There's a bunch of different competitors out there and they focus on one certain type of test, but we haven't seen anyone that has, if you come to us, we can do before release, after release, during testing different bugs. We kind of want to give developers tools to, further quickly resolve the debugging process and make it cheap and efficient. So thank you.
Just so you know, since about a minute and 10 seconds over.
Oh, that was way over.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, wait, I thought the halfway point was
Okay, I'll
way.
do that next time. I'm sorry. Yeah, I
Okay,
could've done that. No, but that's okay. It's
Sorry about that.
they really, you know, outside they start clapping. You know, they must like ring the bell or you know.
Yeah.
So it's good. You know, so the guys, the idea is to actually, if you can give him the feedback on the page as well as if you guys have any questions.
Yeah.
So who's your closest competitor? As in the large scale competitor like Splunk or
Crashlytics, we've heard a lot of developers are using them. You know, Twitter acquired them, and so they have that name brand behind it to push. Criticism, it's close, and then those two are probably the closest ones. If you guys have ever heard of them, Crashlytics, I think, gets the majority of feedback though.
okay.
Yeah.
And they're doing the quality like before the release, after the release.
Oh no, they don't do the compatibility. They don't do
Okay.
the phone testing for the different apps. They do the crash analytics for after and to monitor that. So that's something else. Like there's no platform out there that handles this whole process.
Great.
So can I be
Yeah.
very upfront about the feedback?
Oh,
now?
totally, yeah.
So it's more like I'm just giving a very
Yeah.
honest feedback. I did not get, like I understand what you're doing, but as a person I don't understand what's the size of the market,
Okay.
what's the team,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Like, and if I'm an investor, I'm not sure what I'm investing in,
Mhm.
right? I'm just giving
Oh,
very
no.
honest feedback,
No, that's great.
right? So
Uh-huh.
too much words in the presentation.
Yeah.
So you had the
All the
first
words.
slide, you had me at the first slide, I was like, oh, that must be a huge market. Then you had a bizarre second slide that I couldn't read from here. So never have font that's too small, so I'm like, how much is the product, what's the size of the market, who's the ideal customer, how many do you have?
So the question
Because
is
it
like,
seems obviously a good idea.
is this a pitch deck? Is this like an investor pitch deck? Like,
Not
or is it like
really.
an information deck?
I mean, frankly, this is our first year in the U.S. operating. We're China-based. We're not really looking for funding. It's
Okay.
more of we kind of just been going to meetups to kind of get the idea out there and get more people to know about it. Because also QA is becoming a higher priority across different countries, but it's still on the back burner of most things. So it's to kind of highlight.
So if it's not an investor deck, then I think it's okay if the size of the market is not there, because that's what I was thinking actually. Like it's probably more an information deck about the company.
You mean like this? Oh, the size of the market is
Yeah.
really big.
Yeah.
The QA is growing really fast, especially in developing countries. China, which has like the largest mobile growth right now and spending in the mobile area, they're putting a lot of money in QA. India is growing in it. Brazil, that has like more than, it's like 1.7 to 1 person for mobile devices. They're putting a lot of money. So mobile apps and like this QA process is not getting enough attention, and there's a lot of growing need for it. Yeah, and to hire an extra person takes a lot more capital than third party.
Do you have paying clients?
Yeah, in China this is a 4-year-old company back in 2011, and in China we've done 90 million tests cumulative between our different products, and about 400,000 developers worldwide have used us and gotten that credibility. So I guess like we're really trying to figure out what developers are looking for to improve our tools to localize it in the US market. Yeah.
I have 2 questions. You said you guys are not looking for funding. No one asks why. I mean, not as a critic, but just like as a curiosity.
We are currently VC backed. We closed Series B last year, but in the US, our executive team wants to not put too much money in the US market right now. So it's a very small team. It's very grassroots. Looking, talking, and networking to different people and developers. Yeah, they're putting most of their resources back into China because it's not we haven't saturated the market yet. There's still a lot of penetration we can do.
But the goal is to get clients.
Yeah. I mean, in the US, right now we're focused on user acquisition. In the US, it's we're kind of figuring what's the best strategy to get many more developers to use it. Startups we've seen, we were at TechCrunch beginning of May, and we saw a lot of startups had the need for it, and we're interested in, especially in our 4 release, because if you release the app and it turns out bad, you only get that first impression. Most people will not use it anymore. And some startups that have used us for the fragmentation compatibility test, they've really loved it, and it's kind of, we're building a case to roll it out in the US. Yeah.
And this is your founder?
No, we're both on the BD side. Our founder and our main team is still based in Beijing.
You are just the reps here in the United States?
Yeah, we're expanding it here. Yeah.
So I'm one of your potential customers. We are running some application.
All right.
So we are using your competitors. So why you are different? Why we should use you?
Are you using Crashlytics right now?
Criticism.
Criticism.
Criticism, yeah. But more than criticism.
All right. So Criticism currently, they started out with Crash Analytics, and then now they're marketing themselves as the largest mobile APM. APM is it's like a new term that's coined by the the QA field, application performance management. So in that sense, what we've been explaining to developers is the APM for Criticism. We are also unveiling an APM which would set us aside from Crashlytics and other Crash Analytics tools and put us on the same level as Criticism. We do game engine errors, so if you have a mobile game, that would help you a lot more using us. We're not monetized yet. We don't want to monetize in the US. We want developer feedback. That's pretty much the payment for using us. It's use us, tell us what's wrong, tell us how we can improve it, what functions to add on to it. Criticism is a monetized platform, and yeah, we're constant. So although the Crash Analytics has been developed for about 10 months now, close to a year, we are tweaking it to localize it as best as we can into the US market. So the developer feedback directly goes into building and adding functionality to our Crash Analytics.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I have also 2 feedbacks. Sometimes your time is very limited. 3 minutes sounds very short.
Yeah.
However, you would be surprised, and maybe you went through some of the pitches. It's actually more than in some of the pitches they give you. Somewhere they give you only 1 minute or 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I think the feedback would be that don't waste your time on stuff like apps are everywhere. We know about that. And because we spend some time go on it. And also what I'm confused with, and you could clarify that, is like your website and email address is Testin. It's cool, I like that. But on your T-shirt and on the screen it's Testin.
Yeah.
And I think you are missing the point. We're just go for one thing. Testin is by itself, it's quite cool anyway.
You have to do more than the other.
Maybe I'm trying to acquire
So the reason for that is, so Testin.cn, our China side branch, we have that.
Yeah.
But Testin.com was taken. I joined the company before they made iTestin.com, but that's our English site to it. And then we used to work with Cocos. They helped create the iTestin site and help us register the name here. So yeah, those decisions were out of our control when we made it.
If you are here, I would recommend have it on your T-shirt and on your screen as well, because I'm not important, but those venture capitalists, they will be picky.
Definitely.
That's good feedback, guys. Thank you.
All right, thank you.